song. You will be transformed through shame. It is a vehicle of divine grace. Shame. You will rise above it. Okay, so it's temporal, like everything is, except for art, music, drama. They endure because there's no purpose for it. Humans can't use it, can't contrive it. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. All right, I'm going to pull out this paper, see what this, I got to write this whole thing because this is the theme of the show. And as y'all saw, I just pulled it out of a box of papers. Many, many papers in there. And this is the theme of the show. The theme of today's show. The theme of today's show. The theme of today's show. Okay, and it is all linked together. It is not separate. Okay, today's show, here it is. In utter chaos are you made ruthlessly complete. Now that goes right back to this little item. Shame. There's no more situation, no more events, no more circumstances, no more episodes, no more relationships, involvements, businesses, schools, anything. Nothing can be as horrendous as this. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Shame. It is the vehicle of divine grace. It is the magical resolve because it is a 37. And it is in the midst of shame. Shame. Shame that you are made ruthlessly complete. Because that is the most chaos you'll ever experience in your life. Let's see what chaos is. 3, 8, 1, 6, 1. So we've got a 7. God is in the midst of chaos. God is in the midst of shame. God is experiencing this in you. God is embarking upon this experience in you. 7. And what are we doing? 11, 12. What is chaos? You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it if it hit you in the face. What is chaos? It's 19. 7 and 12 is 19. 7, and if I'm going to break that down, that's 3. 7, 3, 1. 37 mirrored. 19 is the sun. We are solar beings. You know that. Couldn't exist. We are all that sun. It is also the sun. The unconditional love I was talking, unconditional love. Forgive them, Father. Forgive them, Father. They know not what they do. Forgive them, Father. Forgive them, Father. Forgive them, Father. 19, innocence. You cannot find innocence except through shame. You cannot find forgiveness except through chaos. Okay. All right, let's see what we're going to do now. Let's see. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to come on over here to some Osho stuff. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. But I have such a hard time. I don't hardly ever use this. I haven't. So I have a hard time looking up these cards in his book. Osho was a Sagittarius. December the 11th was his birthday. Okay, so let's cut them in half, count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What was the number you heard? 5, 3? You heard 3, I heard 3 too. What'd you hear? 70? 17. Okay, so 317, how about that? All right, the number of creation is also the number of creativity. This is the star. All right, let's put them back together, and we'll cut them in 3 piles. I'll put them back, and then let's see. Maybe I'll get something that I can find real quickly. Woo! There you go. Now let's talk about something. Let's talk about this one. I got to look this up in this book. It's called the Thunderbolt. Let's see what that one is. And that certainly stands for chaos, wouldn't you think? That would be right there. I can find it. Yay! I found it real easy. It's number 34. It's on page 34. I've told y'all before that 34 is the God of honor. So let's see. I pulled the card Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. LT. Okay. And it was on the page 34. And that's the God of honor. All you have to do is spell it backwards and you'll get it. Ronal is what it is. Okay. Because life is a series of reflection, things backwards. Let's see what we're going to have. I get to read a lot today. What meditation does slowly, a good shout of the master, unexpectedly, in a situation where the disciple was asking some question and the master jumps and shouts or hits him or throws him out the door window or jumps over him. These methods were never known. It was purely the very creative genius of Matazu, and he made many people enlightened. Sometimes it looked so hilarious. He threw a man from out of the window after he had traveled years to get to him from a 2-story house, and the man had only come to ask him on what to meditate. And the master not only threw him out, but he jumped on him after that, fell on him, sat on his chest, beat him in the face, and then asked, "Have you got it?" And the poor fellow said yes, because if you say no, he may beat you some more or do something else even worse. It is enough. His body was fractured. And Matazu, sitting on his chest, says, "Got it?" And in fact, he got it, because it was so sudden, out of the blue, he could not have ever conceived it. And so what happened? What happened? no time to think or plan or contrive. That man went there to see that master. He sought him for many years. I'm going to add to the story. He sought him. He probably walked through snow and blowing and rain and rocks and hungry and everything. He had to go see his master. He was going to go see his master and find out what to meditate on. Translated, what the meaning of life is. That's what. What do I need to meditate on, Master? You tell me. Oh man, you stupid fool. What are you doing asking me? You're carrying it. But his mind was filled with ideas, filled with expectations, filled with notions that this master was going to enlighten him, show him the way, impart to him some secret that he could use to elevate himself more. And what did the man do? He threw him out the window. Not only threw him out the window, threw him out the door or something, jumped on him, sat on his chest and beat him in the face. That's the meaning of life. You think it's something else? Did you think that it was more than chaos? Did you think that it was more than disappointment? Did you think that it was more than loss, death, hard, very confusing times? Did you think it was more than that? Did you think you were going to walk somewhere and get the magic bullet? And then you would be set for the rest of your life? And if you were given, I remember, this has got to be 3 shows ago, when I asked if you could be given what you deserved, would you take the deal? My hair is falling down, Missy. Would you take the deal? Would you? That's the question. Would you take the deal? What magic bullet do you need to give you the life you think that you deserve? What is it? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a mate? Are you looking for riches? Are you looking for fame? That word is outdated now because with the internet everybody's famous now. What can you be looking for? You looking for sex? Are you looking for recognition? Are you looking for appreciation? Are you looking for gratitude? Are you looking for, what are you looking for? I mean, what do people look for? What is it that you think that you deserve that you haven't gotten? Are you looking for loyalty? Are you looking for truth? Truth. You remember I talked to you about truth. Nobody in this room wants truth. What are you looking for? What is it that you want? What is it that you are looking for? Whatever it is, you're going to find it in this shameful chaos. And guess who's going to create it? You are. And guess who's going to cling to it? You are. And guess who's going to identify with it? You are. When you decide that you're willing to break through the crust. Oh yeah, Mitzi, now that word came back to me. I don't know if it's this show or 10 million shows ago, but I'm going to do it because I was trying to say accolades, and I was saying something else, acclaim. So I was going to do example. It came up, so I'm going to see what that was anyway. Okay, 3, 8, 3. I'm not holding them out this time. 2. Okay, we got a 3. That's the crust. And 11, 12, 14, 17. This is the number that Margaret heard. It is the star. It is the blending of the spiritual with the material. It is the reckoning, if you will. It is the reckoning. It is the release. And with the reckoning and the release comes the relief. And that's what we're looking for. So we're trying to break through this crust of a false identity we have formed. And we feel so shamed by it. In fact, we feel like we're lying all the time. So that's that uneasy feeling. We don't know what it is, but we know that it doesn't feel right. Well, it's this crust, this need to impress. We talked about that. I went off the show the other time about that, going on that. So we're going to find our release in and out of chaos. Now, let's see what example is. Example. People always, when you were young, people say you're supposed to be an example, that Jesus was an example. Jesus was Jesus. We need no examples. We need to be up here. 6, A, 4, 7, 3, 5. Make sure. Okay. We got 11. There's that justice. We can't give it. We can't get it. Comes from above. That's 10, 17, 20.